Hey friends, today I am doing makeup on my beautiful friend Tracey. This was a look I recreated from her baby shower. So first we're starting with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I applied it with the Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush, and then I just blended it out with the BK Beauty 106 brush. And I really take my time on foundation. I always start in the center of the face and I just kind of press. This brush does all the work. As I get to the perimeter of the face, you'll see me kind of blend or sheer out. I did mix 2 shades of this foundation to get Tracey's perfect shade. I love this foundation because it just gives really nice coverage. Even though Tracey doesn't need a lot of coverage, it gives the coverage that she needs, and it still looks so natural and flawless on the skin, and it lasts all day without looking heavy or mask-like. It is currently my favorite foundation at the moment. I absolutely love it. Now when I apply foundation, I like to work in little areas. So instead of applying foundation all over the face and then blending it out, I will apply it in the area that I'm ready to blend out at the moment. And the reason that I do that is because if you apply foundation all over the face and then let's say you spend a couple of minutes on one area of the face, the other area that the foundation is just sitting, it's having time to kind of set and dry a little bit, so it's not gonna quite blend out the same. So that's my personal pro tip, is to apply and blend as you go. So next up we have concealer, and we're using Tarte Shape Tape in 2 shades, and I'm using the Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush to apply this. And you guys, these are available for single purchase today, yay! These launched a couple of months ago, and before today they've only been available in the full set, but now you can purchase individual brushes. So you can get just what you want or double up what you want, and I'm so excited about it. So I'm patting this on. This brush is really great to build coverage by just pressing. It kind of does all the work as far as blending out. As I get out and I want to blend out the edges, I'll softly sweep the brush to blend out any edges. As you can see, I'm doing that now. This concealer is such a great full coverage, heavy duty, long wear concealer. I personally love it. It is a bit on the drier side, so those of us with dry under eyes, I would probably pass on this one, maybe try the creamy version. I'm also applying a little bit around the nose. Most of us have a little discoloration right around the nose, little veins, little redness. Then I'm going back with the BK Beauty sponge and I'm just blending it all out. Next, we are setting under the eye. I'm using the BK Beauty 108 brush and this loose powder from Makeup Revolution. It is such a beautiful, lightweight powder, really gorgeous. I actually discovered this powder from a makeup artist friend of mine who used it on me a few months ago. So beautiful, so lightweight. I'm just setting in the center of the face, as you can see, and I like the 108 brush for that because it allows you to precision powder. Next, we're going in with bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. And I am just softly sweeping this onto the face. I'm using a BK Beauty 103 brush. This brush is gonna apply it in a very soft sheer manner. And I'm just kind of building it, on the contours of the face. I will take it and sweep it along the forehead and along the hairline to just warm up the face and give the face some dimension. Next, we're going with brows, and I'm using a pencil from Makeup Forever. It's a very thin, like microfine brow pencil, kind of like an old school brow pencil that you think of. And I'm just softly sketching in her brows. As you can see, Tracey has gorgeous brows. She has a great shape. They've got fullness. I don't really need to recreate the shape here. I just need to kind of fill in these sparse areas. So I will lightly sketch, and then I'll go in with the spoolie side and I will just kind of comb through. That's gonna soften up the look and just give a very natural kind of soft, feathery brow. Next, for eyes, we're gonna prime the eyes with a MAC paint pot. This is the shade Layin' Low, and I'm just sweeping this onto the lid. I love this. I love paint pots, period, as cream shadows or as eyeshadow primers. They last all day. They do have a little bit of color to them. My favorite one to go to is Painterly for myself. Tracey's a little bit deeper, so Layin' Low is a beautiful shade on her. It kind of blends into her skin tone really nicely. On me, it's a little bit deeper and warm. It's also beautiful to wear by itself. Now, paint pots are really great long wearing. They are a drier formula, so if you have drier eyelids, then again, I would probably pass on this particular product. Find something a little creamier for the lid. Next, I'm taking the shade from the Charlotte Tilbury Nudes palette. I think it's called the Super Nudes. I'll have everything linked down below. And I'm just using the lightest shade to highlight underneath the brow. It's a really beautiful highlight shade. It's got just the right amount of sheen to it and shimmer, not overly shimmer, but not matte either. Really soft and pretty. Next, we're taking this shade and we are starting to create some shape and definition in her crease. I'm taking the largest crease brush from the Angie Hot and Fleshy BK Beauty collection, and we are blending that into the crease. Again, I will have all the brushes and brush numbers and links in the description box below for you guys. This is just a little bit deeper and warmer than Tracey's skin tone, which is what you want to look for when you're creating a crease definition. When you're starting, you can always go and add darker, deeper color to create more drama, more glam, but it's really nice to start with something just a couple of shades darker to create natural definition. This shade is Swiss Chocolate by MAC, and I have been obsessed with this shade lately on myself, on Tracey, on anybody that I can recommend it to. It's an old school shade that I love. It's a really warm, rich red brown. We're popping that in the outer corner to create a little bit more definition, a little bit more drama. We're gonna build and add something even a little deeper later, but I'm starting in little bitty layers so I get a really nice, beautiful, seamless blend. So when her eye makeup is done, it just looks airbrushed and like she took the time. It doesn't look harsh or, you know, poorly blended. It's just, the key is like building from lighter to darker, taking your time. I love this brush because it really does such a beautiful job blending. As you can see, I'm just kind of working in little circles and just shearing the product out. It's so beautiful. I don't think you can, I heard something one time and I love it. When in doubt, blend it out. Next, I'm taking the BK Beauty 203 brush and I'm packing on this shade from MAC. This is one of their extra dimension eyeshadows. It's a beautiful shimmery shade. The formula is really nice and shimmery but lightweight. So I'm really packing that onto the inner corner and inner half of her eyelid. The BK Beauty 203 brush is great for that. You can also use your fingertip if you want to. But this brush is pretty much does the job of a fingertip. Then I'm just taking a little crease brush and I'm blending the two together because there's such a contrast between the lighter and the darker. I want it to blend out seamlessly. Next, we're taking the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist black pencil and we're doing just a chunky line on her outer half of her lash line. It doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm going to go in and I'm taking this deeper shade from the Charlotte Tilbury and we are using the BK Beauty 204 brush to smudge it out. Really smoke it, smudge it out, give it some drama. I'm also going to pull it up into the outer V of her eye, so it's almost going to look like an eyeshadow was placed there, but it's really just the eyeliner smudged into the outer V. Next, we're taking that same pencil and tight lining the waterline, and I have to say Tracey was like the perfect model for this. So calm and relaxed. Next, we're taking the Color Chameleon eye pencil from Charlotte Tilbury in my favorite shade, Amber Haze, and running that on the lower lash line. This is a gorgeous like amber bronze shade. It is so beautiful. I love this pencil. So I'm gonna go in with the 204 and I'm taking this shade, which is the shade we used in her crease to start with, and I'm working that alongside the pencil to just give a little bit more of a hazy effect. And then next we're taking Swiss Chocolate and we're deepening it up and going over that as well. Really keeping it focused on the outer half of the lash line. Next, we're gonna brighten the waterline and I'm using this pencil from INGLOT. It's really soft and creamy and the perfect light shade, not too light, not too stark, but just perfect. We are taking these lashes from Ardell and we're gonna pop these onto both eyes. They're so beautiful. These are like the kind of go-to lashes I would use on brides. They're, you know, they're just the right fullness and length without looking too heavy. So it doesn't weigh the eye down. You can still see the eye makeup real beautifully with them. They're just perfect. Lashes are very personal, you know, depending on your eye shape. You know, lashes will look different on everybody, but I find that these are a pretty safe bet on most people. Next, we're taking the Laura Mercier blush in the shade Chai with the BK Beauty 108 brush, and we are sweeping this up on her cheekbone to give a little lift to her cheek. It's a really beautiful, warm, kind of raisin shade with a little bit of shimmer to highlight the cheeks, but not overly shimmery. Next, we're taking this extra dimension eyeshadow from MAC, and we're just popping that right in the inner corner to highlight and give her eyes a little bit more of a sparkle, brightness. Taking some mascara to blend her natural lashes into the false lashes. This will also give a little bit more volume to the natural lashes. I'm not going too heavy with the mascara, just enough to blend them in and deepen up that root a bit. Next, we're taking BK Beauty lip liner in Warm Spice, and we're going to line her lips with this pencil. It's a really beautiful, warm, spicy apricot color, so pretty. We're gonna create some shape and just slightly overline her lips, but really follow the natural line. Tracey has beautiful, perfect lips. Very easy to line, very symmetrical. So we're just defining them, giving them a little deeper color. Next, we're taking the BK Beauty lipstick in the shade Acceptance, which is a really soft pink, and we're blending that onto the lip. It's not a perfect match to the lip liner, which is actually what we want because it's gonna brighten up the lips a little bit. This shade of lipstick needs a deeper lip liner on Tracey, so Warm Spice provides that. Next, we're going in with a shimmery clear gloss from NARS to give a lot of gloss and shine to the lips. Last, we're taking this new product from Physicians Formula. It is a highlighter, and we are just highlighting the nose a bit, the chin. I'm using the BK Beauty 203, the temple, just above the brow, give a little bit of glow to the face. And we're done. How beautiful does she look? All products will be listed and linked below. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day.